Every World Cup knockout match carries a different kind of pressure, not because of the scoreline before kickoff, not because of the history between the teams, but because every 90 minutes can become the difference between continuing the dream or watching it end. When Argentina stepped onto the pitch to face Egypt, expectations naturally surrounded one side more than the other. Argentina entered as one of the tournament favorites, carrying generations of football history on their shoulders. Egypt, meanwhile, arrived with a different mission: to prove that determination, discipline, and belief could challenge even the biggest names in world football. From the very first whistle, it became clear that this would not be an easy afternoon for either team. Argentina looked to control possession, patiently moving the ball from one side of the field to the other, searching for spaces that rarely appeared. Egypt stayed organized, defending with remarkable discipline and refusing to allow their opponents comfortable opportunities.
Experience AI voice technology at vb.vn.
For long stretches, the match felt like a game of patience rather than speed. Every attack required precision, every defensive action demanded complete concentration, and every mistake had the potential to change everything. As the minutes passed, the tension inside the stadium became impossible to ignore. Supporters from both nations reacted to every pass, every tackle, every save. Football often creates moments where emotions change within seconds, and this match would prove to be no different. Argentina eventually found moments of attacking quality that reminded everyone why they remain one of football's traditional powers: creative movement, quick combinations, individual brilliance. These moments allowed them to take control on the scoreboard. But what impressed many neutral fans wasn't simply Argentina's attacking football, it was Egypt's response. Rather than accepting defeat, they continued searching for opportunities whenever they regained possession. Every counterattack carried hope, every forward run reminded everyone that knockout football rarely follows a predictable script. Even when trailing, Egypt continued to fight for every loose ball, every second ball, and every chance to stay alive. That determination added another layer of drama to an already fascinating contest. As the match entered its later stages, the pace became even more intense. Fatigue began to appear, players pushed through exhaustion, challenges became harder, the margin for error became smaller with every passing minute. Argentina searched for the goal that would provide breathing room, Egypt searched for the goal that could completely change the story, and for the fans watching around the world, every attack felt significant. The scoreboard would eventually show a 3-2 victory for Argentina, but anyone who watched the entire 90 minutes knows that football is rarely defined by numbers alone. Some will remember the attacking quality, others will remember the resilience shown under pressure, some will focus on the tactical decisions, others will point to the emotional swings that made this game unforgettable. Matches like this remind us why the World Cup remains unlike any other tournament.
AI voice powered by vb.vn.
It brings together teams with different histories, different expectations, and different journeys, yet for 90 minutes, none of it guarantees the outcome. Only what happens on the pitch matters. One team celebrates, another leaves with disappointment, but both become part of the same World Cup story. There will always be discussions after a match like this. Some people will praise Argentina's ability to finish important chances, others will admire Egypt's determination to compete until the very last whistle. Some may believe the turning point happened early, others may think the match could have ended differently with just one moment changed. Football gives every fan a different perspective, and perhaps that's what makes this sport so special. There is rarely just one way to understand a game. There are only different opinions, different emotions, and different memories. So now we'd like to hear from you. What do you think was the defining moment of this match? Which performance impressed you the most? And if you had to choose the true turning point, what would it be? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below, because every football fan sees the game through a different lens, and that's what keeps the conversation alive.